asking for a second.
He wants smoke. I'll bring the match though.
When it comes to pop culture and fun, we're the whole meal. Oh my gosh, guys, get it loaded. It's the first 24 of your 48-hour Friday. Today is Thursday, December 4th. It's 7 p.m. on the East Coast. Welcome to Side Dish. I know you're hungry. We got the whole pop culture meal for you. We're about to serve it up to you hot. Claudia's been cooking it up. HK's got it chopped up. How are we doing tonight, guys?
Fantastic. I am so looking forward to the weekend.
What cool adventures and extravagant activities will you be participating in?
I was supposed to be in Miami to shoot something for Love and Hip Hop, and then I got canceled. And then I was supposed to go to Atlanta and do an event, and that got canceled. So now I have my weekend available now. So I have no plan.
It's like an emotional roller coaster of about to be fun, but you know,
yeah,
a little bit of work. Damn, that's crazy. I think I'm gonna go to the movies and just kind of die there this weekend. There's a lot of things that came out over the last couple of weeks that I somehow didn't get a chance to see, so I'm gonna go do a little bit of that. And a couple shows coming down the pipeline, so there's that. But yeah, I almost said I almost wish I had your weekend, like the up and down of it all. Because it's like good news, bad news. What about you, T?
What a roller coaster. I mean, I was on a roller coaster there just keeping up with what Claudia had going on. I have, what am I going to do? I've got some laundry to do. I do have 2 parties on Saturday, so I'm looking forward to that. And then my friend invited me over for dinner Sunday. So I got a couple things coming up.
Oh, I'm getting an award, but it's like on the internet.
Wait, what is it?
I don't know. It's on my timeline.
Well, hold on a second. You can't just bury the lead like that.
Well, it's one of those things like, does it matter? Well, it matters.
Yes.
It all matters.
Yes, it
right?
matters.
Everything matters. Everything matters. But but if you don't physically get to go and do it in person, is it really the same?
Yes. Just pretend it's COVID and you can't be there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Okay. Well, fair enough. Yeah. And I can do that thing that I do sometimes where I'm dressed really nice up top and just really weird on the bottom, like tuxedo top, tennis shorts.
I like it. It's a vibe.
Yeah, man. Well, a vibe that was created about 2 years ago was the ripple heard around the world when Katt Williams scratched the ears of America when he sat down with Shannon Sharpe and opened this crazy multidimensional vortex that we're in right now. And to end the year, he did have another sit down with Unc just so he can perfectly close the portal. No, he actually sat down with Michelle Obama and Craig Robinson on their IMO podcast, and Katt told a story that only Katt could tell. Check it out.
The door-to-door sales when I knock on the door of 5 ladies of the night and they are in a traumatic situation because their pimp was murdered and they all witnessed it and they didn't know what they were going to do. And
this is another. What? I know everybody here is just like, what?
I volunteered for the position on the auspices
well,
that
you
they
were
would
already
have
dressed
to train
for
you
the
how to do it.
You were already dressed for
We're
the
getting
part.
there.
So they trained me how to do this job, right? And they taught me so much. I wasn't there very long, but those ladies really, along with my sainted mother, those ladies really showed me what it was like to be a man. And because every night for hours, they would just talk about everything wrong with men of all nationalities, shapes, sizes, and colors. What's wrong with them? Why are they horrible creatures? And I was able to, at a still impressionable age, learn things and learn what bothers women and realizing that I was in charge of so much of that.
Okay.
Wow.
Support.
That's very interesting.
I want him to make this into a movie. I would watch this movie or this comedy special. Like, what did Katt Williams learn when he volunteered to be a pimp for a short period of time, it seems?
It also seems like the premise of an 80s sitcom.
Yeah.
I like seeing this Katt. Like, I love when he's high energy and he does his comedy, but like this more like, I don't know, thoughtful kind of conversation. I really like this because like he wasn't making jokes. He was actually talking about like the horrible things he learned about his species. And I think it stuck with him. I think it was like a really made an impression on him.
Yeah.
Well, the other thing is, like, I feel like Katt's comedy is I mean, realistically, really, genuinely, his comedy is pretty smart. You know, a lot of the stuff that he comes up with, a lot of things that he speaks to in the entertainment industry. And so it's like anytime you get somebody like that, anybody who we're used to seeing as like a funny man, get real serious and kind of peel back some of the layers about how they got that way is always pretty fascinating.
Yeah. Now, I always like when Katt Williams is at a low speed because that's when he really gets to open up, get a lot more transparent, like y'all speaking to. But I truly thought this was going to be the first episode that we heard Michelle Obama curse, and I feel like we was robbed of that opportunity. I thought it was coming. You know what I mean?
And you know she can curse you out. Like, you know she's a good cursor. I just know she is. But
I can tell how she holds her mouth. That she could put together a 5 curse combo real seamlessly.
Do you think under her breath she ever cursed Barack in the White House?
Absolutely. She probably like, get these motherfuckers together. Don't let them play in our face.
She's probably just got it down to the looks. You know what I'm saying? She's probably just got it down to the
this mofo Joe Biden sleep again.
Oh my gosh. We're going to keep the train running. Moving on from Katt's friend direct to Shannon Sharpe. I don't know if y'all saw this clip. I saw it a little bit earlier today. Dr. Cheyenne Bryant was a guest on his podcast, and she's doing what she does. And in this scenario, it was giving him a little bit of tough love when it comes to his bad choices with women.
You've accomplished so much in everything you've touched transactionally. It has turned to gold, all the way down to the gold jacket. But like the fig tree, you still haven't found yourself, all the way at the age of 60. And so you have been operating from such a mind space so that you don't have to even have a connection with the heart, that it has put you in such a deficit of self. And there is a huge self-love deficit. Because a man who loves himself makes decisions that represent self-love. That's just the brokenness in you. How you can be successful transactionally, but your heart is over here, talking about, well, at what point am I going to get seen? And then what the little boy in you tells the heart is, didn't nobody want to see you when you was young? Wasn't nobody tripping off you then? I have things that are convenient for you because that gives you control. And control is just insecurity. Insecurity is just fear. And that's that little boy in you who was so afraid. It's time for the grown man in you to grow the up and give yourself a chance to love.
I like this. I like her. I'm gonna do something with her this spring, and I'm looking forward to it because I think she's super dope. I love how she says it directly to the men, and she does give them tough love, but she does it in a way where it doesn't feel like she's like doing this. You know what I mean? She's not being condescending, but she's speaking them to a way that I think that they'll get it. And I like what she said. I think she's right.
I like when people get, analyzed. And I don't know enough about Shannon Sharpe's history to know if she really hit it on the head, what his walk in life was, where it led him to how he operates and how he moves and the decisions he's made. But, it seemed like he was receptive to it. I have seen clips where I felt like Dr. Cheyenne Bryant, and granted, when you see things, that's a snapshot. You don't know the full context of what it be. So there has been some situations where it's like, that person, I don't know if they're qualified to speak on the things that they're speaking on. But once again, I didn't see the whole clip. And, my algorithm is different.
Yeah, it's one of those things. It's tricky. Like, I don't know. Listen, I am not a psychology expert. I'm not a coach. I don't have the education that Cheyenne Bryant has. But I know that on Shannon's podcast, just like a day or two ago, he was wearing a Superman shirt, which is kind of funny for a 60-year-old man to be wearing. But the reason I bring that up is that's not somebody to me who is putting on a fake appearance for other people. If that's what he's into, that's what he's into. He wasn't necessarily like dressed to the nines. And so like, I don't really understand what she's trying to get at there with Shannon. Like, Shannon has achieved gigantic success, and he's achieved that success, I think, through being authentic. Now, did we learn some authentic things about Shannon that perhaps we would not like to have learned? Yeah, but I feel like we have a good grasp of who Shannon Sharpe is. Like, I don't think he's hiding things. I'm not sure that he's a damaged little boy on the inside.
I do. Because of some of the moves that he makes. I think someone that has a lot of self-worth, self-value wouldn't get caught up with a 19-year-old OnlyFans model that hustled him out of his all that money. Shannon, you got out the mud, right? And I know I give you a hard time because I'm just like kind of frustrated because he's someone I really looked up to and thought like, man, I like his takes. I like what he's doing. And to see him kind of trick it off and I think she's saying if you value yourself more as a grown man that loved himself, you wouldn't put yourself in these positions to get taken advantage of, to be.
Oh, no, I get that for sure.
I think that's what she's addressing. And yeah, I don't know her level. She's definitely educated. She's definitely articulate. But like, I don't think you need to be a doctor to be able to see that there's definitely some growing up that needs to be done. And then if you ever watch the clips of him and Chad, it's like, it's cute on one regard, but it's also like sometimes at this age, sometimes a little frat boyish to me, in my opinion.
No, you're 100% right.
No, some of the clips I've seen, like him speaking before, like the whole scandal, it just seemed like, you're dealing with a guy who's really set in his ways and not really willing to change, or maybe had some things happen to him that made him move a certain way. Yeah. And, and even speaking of what you were speaking about before, Tanner, about like, like the things that came out in the wash with that whole thing with the OnlyFans model. I think if we knew what most people were into sexually, like we would look at everybody different. Like, Martha Stewart doing that? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's weird.
Such a strange dialogue to have, and I don't know that there's a proper way to do it. But like, and there's no easy way to say it. But like, we are all sexual beings, but when we look at each other and we talk in polite society, those aren't really things that come up. And so Shannon had a little indiscretion there. Like, was that age gap? Has there been greater age gaps? Yes. Has there been? Are there other wealthy, powerful men and women courting young, attractive people? Yeah, that happens all the time. Like, we're going to talk about later in this episode, or just in a minute, some of the Epstein stuff. And so it's like, Shannon wasn't out here breaking barriers. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but how Shannon lose more money than Bill Clinton?
Well, I don't know. I don't know. That's a good question right there. Question. But like going live and accidentally recording a sex tape just to prove that he's heterosexual because there was rumors around that time. Like, all that stuff is very childish. Like, be a grown man. Hey, man, I am who I am. It's none of your business. Oh, that's grown man Shannon. But, oh, man, come on, man. And then, I accidentally went live with Michelle. Sir.
I'm gonna blame that on probably his younger intern. They'll be like, "Yo, listen, here's what you need to do to get hot in the streets, man. Like, you know how Ray J did his tape, but you don't got to go full Monty with it, And sometimes it's good to have young people around you so they can teach you how to play the internet game. But sometimes that game ain't for everybody.
That's wild. I hadn't thought about it like that. That somebody was like, yeah. No, here, you send it to me. I will leak it, and everyone can hear it, and then they won't talk about it no more. And he's like, "Yep, that sounds like a good idea." Like.
Leaking sex tapes is so 2007 and 8. Like, it's done. All right. Yesterday, the House Oversight Committee decided to release pics from the Jeffrey Epstein's notorious island. Let's see if anything strikes us as unusual or sinister. Let's take a look.
Okay. No trespassing. That'll keep everybody out.
Yep.
That's old school phone.
Vintage phone. Boy.
I wonder who that first speed dial number is.
Yeah.
That says power, deception. Like, that's weird to put that on a chalkboard like that.
Yo, it's wild to redact the chalkboard in the bathroom.
Yeah. I wonder what was on there. Are those pillows or cocaine?
Is that a sauna?
Probably pillows filled with cocaine.
There we go.
Okay, that right there. Look at the faces on the walls.
Yo, that's a dentist chair in there.
Yes, it is. And look at those weird faces. How creepy that looks.
That's very Clockwork Orange. Eyes Wide Shut. That's probably a sexual dentist chair, actually.
Yeah. They said he was dating a girl that was a dentist, but still, I mean, that does. I think it's a torture chamber in my mind.
Yeah.
A lot of mouths getting drilled.
A lot of drilling in those mouths.
Yeah. Oh my gosh! Wow, the drilling. That's crazy.
A picture of a ghost.
Yeah, a picture of a ghost.
Do you guys think he's still alive somewhere?
Epstein?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you got a theory, HK?
I don't have a theory, but if there was a person who had the connectivity and the money and the power and the influence to maybe pull off such a Houdini act, it would be Jeffrey Epstein. In our lifetime, since all three of us been alive going this first lap of life, has there ever been a person who successfully pulled off faking their death? Even if it was for a pocket of time, a couple weeks.
I mean, I'm sure somewhere.
One of our producers said Tupac. A lot of people believe he's in Cuba, but,
I mean, all the money, the people he's connected to, the missing part of the footage, and then all of a sudden, oh, he died, he hung himself. Really?
See, I feel like, unfortunately, I feel like it's the opposite. I feel like too many people, I feel like he was hyper-connected. I mean, that's obvious. It's obvious that he was hyper-connected. No math teacher should be able, no high school level math teacher should 15, 20 years later be managing billions of dollars for international clients. Like, that doesn't make a lick of sense.
Unless
it's like one of those things where it's
math.
Yeah, exactly. And so here's the thing is, like, I don't think he had the power to get out, but the people he was connected to had the power to take him out. Like, that to me seems the most likely thing, that section of tape is missing.
He was murked or he is alive somewhere. Then they help him get out of there. That's it. He did not commit suicide, in my opinion. Absolutely not.
And I don't even have time to Snopes it, but I think at one point in time it was mentioned that there was a couple security guards who worked that day who never worked there before.
Oh, interesting.
You know what I mean? Or where like some people just, kind of like, look the other way, whistled. Same stuff you see on Oz.
Well, the craziest thing, and this is just to nerd out for a second, because this is sort of like film and entertainment industry stuff, when they were looking at the tape and they like managed to figure out like, oh no, like a couple minutes have been deleted out of the tape here. Because they released it attempting to show that like, look, nothing's gone on here, except they're like, no, you messed with the time stamp over there. And we could tell there's a cut missing. Oh, by the way, the metadata on the tape went to something like Adobe Premiere Pro, which was like an editing software that you can get for like $200. And so whatever government person was like, yeah, we'll scrub the tapes, didn't even fully know how to do it.
I'm tired of people playing in our faces.
It's
I'm like really over it.
The incompetence is insane. Like, you're not even good at the cover-up. Like, we're going to find out.
So Christine 6104 here in the comments said his brother, that would be Epstein's cousin, Stephen Epstein, something like that. He said that his brother said Trump unalived him. So there's a theory.
Mm-hmm. Well, y'all can discuss these theories amongst yourself in the chat. Who you think did it? You think he's out with Tupac or not, man? We'll see y'all in 2 minutes. More side dish on the way. here we go. Paul Pierce, aka Problematic Paul, is saying something that got the internet adjusting their glasses and leaning in like, what now? This time he claims that women are more driven by sex, and he said it with his whole entire chest. Check it out.
Like, they will be with a girl because of the sex.
Five-year
Women are
relationship.
more driven by sex than men.
No, that's not true.
That's
Are you a
100%
woman?
true. That's 100%
So you're a
true.
woman, so you know
Women
that.
are more driven by...
Are you a woman? Do you know that for a fact?
The sex is everything to a woman in a relationship.
That's such a lie.
It's such not a
The
lie.
sex is on the lowest totem pole in a
If
relationship.
sex is on the lowest total pole,
Then why, when a man cheats,
then
is
why
it
if a
going to
man go
ruin
out
the
and have sex with
relationship?
another lady,
Yeah,
it's over.
But that's not,
Because sex is
what
at the
you're
highest
saying,
level.
What you're saying is driven by sex is different. My motivating factor for being with a man is not sex. Most women don't even come statistically from being with a man.
That's true.
Wow. So, I mean, which I think is homie spitting. I mean, because my thing is, I feel like you can never really speak on totality over like the entire monolith of people. Like, you know, like the same way that she said that women aren't driven by sex, maybe she isn't driven by sex. I have surprisingly met women who were more hypersexual than men, and like, you know, and headhunting, putting numbers on the scoreboard, and then you also got everybody else.
It seemed like he was trying to make a point that, like, if you cheat on your woman and have sex with someone, like, it's over for her. Like, that means so much to her. So I think he phrased it wrong by saying driven by sex, because I think that's two different conversations, right?
Okay.
He was saying something about if you cheat on your woman, she finds out, like, it's over, because we put a lot of importance on sex. I like to address that piece. I think we care so much about that because it's not really about the sex. It's about the betrayal. Like, all the times you had to lie and tell that person, I'm really going here when you're really going there. It's really about that. It's not really about the act of you inserting your penis in someone. It's really like the betrayal. If I could speak for some women, not all, but some.
Listen, I speak for every woman, obviously. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know anything about it. It's so tricky because, like, I feel like maybe he had a greater point that he was getting to. Maybe he didn't even have it all boiled down. But the thing about it being women being driven by sex is, like, listen, I think we can count on one or two fingers the guys you know who have forgiven a woman for cheating on them versus count up how many fingers you need for the women you know who have forgiven and taken back a man who has cheated on them. Those are two very different things. There was a part of me when he was first talking where I was like, yeah, I kind of get that. And the only lens that I thought about it through was male hormones. Our hormones are pretty level, like over the short period. You know what I'm saying? Like over the months, like over the years, our testosterone and things like that drops and our sex drive drops. But women are sort of inverse. Like as women age into their 20s, 30s, and into their 40s, a lot of times their hormones start to pick up and they become more sexually open and aggressive, not to mention their normal cycles. And so it's like, if I'm Paul Pierce and a woman is going through a phase of time, I don't know the correct phase, but she's going through a phase where she's not into me, and then she's going through a phase where she is. Like, I've seen that in my own life where I've been like, oh, dang, all right, tonight is the night, you know?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I think a lot of men, we want our lap shoes as a catcher's mitt, you know what I'm saying, when the time presents itself. But I think, you know, women in the cheating space, I do feel like show men the mercy of God, and men show women the mercy of Gilbert Gottfried when it comes to cheating. You know, like we take it so hard because we're so pride driven. I ain't even gonna say pride, but like ego driven. We as men sometimes, and we just can't take it, you know. And so, tips that I had to the ladies out there of forgiving the dogs in their lives.
Can you name one person? I'm sorry, one man that you know of that has forgiven a woman, like celebrity friend. Can you think of a man that's forgiven a woman for cheating on him? In chat. Let us know in the chat. Do y'all know of any men that have forgiven a woman? You could just talk to someone at a party too long and it's over. Like, it's going to be a problem. You want that? You know what I mean? It's like, I just said hi. He's my cousin. No.
Forrest Gump forgave Jenny.
Yeah. She went and got AIDS and everything. It was wild.
He was very forgiving, but look, he was
I do want to throw this other thing out there is Paul Pierce is also speaking from the perspective of a man who was a famous NBA player for a very long time. And I would gamble that if we rolled those dice, a large percentage of his interactions with women were oriented around sex. And so that's his informed perspective. I would bet that's what he's speaking from.
Yeah, probably so. All right, moving on. So DJ Academics woke up and chose to let the chopper sing. He hopped online talking real loud about New York men in their 40s and 50s, calling them out in a way that had every OG from Brooklyn to the Bronx adjusting their Bluetooth earpiece. Like, who are we talking to? Let's listen.
The gentlemen in their 40s and 50s having a midlife crisis. All the 50-year-old men who were gangsters and cool dudes back in the day seem to have the most childish ideals. They're all dressing like they're YNs, acting as if they are children, and they're still playing the same childish games as if they were 14 and 15. Now, Jim Jones, who we all know, he is what we call a senior citizen. Jim Jones, don't beat me up. I will call the police on you. But we just have to be honest. Jim Jones is someone living out a fifth childhood. I don't necessarily mind the drip. I just would hope he would use some Beijing, because I think the gray hair peppered around the tight jeans and muscle shirts throws me off. One person I thought wouldn't be adding to this list is Fabulous. Fabulous is also one of those people that when I see him on Instagram these days, I'm like, yo, is he trying to dress like a YN too? Let me see, how old is Fabulous? Fabulous is 48 years old.
All right, now rapper Mano didn't take too kindly to the slander, and he had a few things to say.
Academics, check this out. Academics, I know you're not talking. 100%. I know you're not talking. You got the audacity to be speaking on niggas and what is wearing. You talking about what is wearing? You talking about the proximity between what is wearing and their age? Let me explain something to you. You're a journalist, and this is your opinion, so let me give you my opinion on you. I feel like you built like a...
I wish I knew what he said.
Oh, what did he say?
My head filled in a blanks and said bag of garbage, but I'm sure.
Or teapot, right? But
okay,
what do you think he said?
Built
like a dyke.
Oh, the D word that rhymes with Mike. That's what he said.
Oh, sorry. I said it.
I can see that. Yeah.
Built like a lesbian?
Yeah, but a specific type, though.
Is AK, is he hating, or did he accidentally stumble upon a point? What do you think?
I mean, he's given his unhinged opinion, like Academics also does, from the basement of his house in his gaming chair. You know what I mean? At the end of the day,
like a young YN himself
with the braids. At that, on top of that, I don't understand. I will give Jim Jones his props because he's always been like a fashion forward dude, and even when he started wolfing out with the grays, he embraced it like a champ. When everybody else would have like dipped their face in black chemical and come back up like a seal pulling a fish out of the water, Jim Jones embraces the snow and the grizzle. And listen, there's gonna probably be a point where Ack is like 45, 50, and I don't know, he might still wear a shirt with Mario on it. I don't know, but at the end of the day, like, let these people live. They ain't bothering you. Now they're gonna give you a wedgie.
Yeah, that's what I was just saying a few minutes ago. Like I was talking about Shannon Sharpe wearing a Superman shirt, being 60 years old. Like that's pretty cartoonish or, childish. But also like, I feel, you ever look at those things where you look at TV shows from the 80s and you're like, dang, that person was 40 years old and you thought they were 60 or 70 something. It's like, it's different now. And I feel like people stay younger culturally longer because we're all so connected through this thing. Like previously, If you were like a man in your 50s or in your 60s, you didn't know what the kids were doing. Maybe when you saw them getting off the bus from school or something, but now it's in your face all day, every single day. I don't know. I'm not mad at him.
He's always talking about men's looks, though. Like I would like him to stop with that. And he's bad built. He's kind of dressed like the person he speaks of, and I'm sure he'll call me all kind of B words on the internet. That's fine with me. I don't really get your channel or anything. But like, he's always like kind of gossipy. Like, I'd rather talk more about the character than what you got on. The character. And all the
Fair
character
enough.
of all the men you speak on kind of got their character a little more grown man than you act.
And you know, and the people that he spoke on have done tough things. The only tough thing he did was fought his girlfriend at one point in time, and that's not tough.
Ooh, all right. That is not tough. The show side dish is number 1. Let's go, Mariano. Okay, moving on. Jermaine Jackson stepped out of Monaco for his first public appearance in forever, and he didn't just come out to show off that freshly painted hair. No, he came with news bigger than his sheen. A brand new Michael Jackson museum might be on the way. Listen to this.
Some family legacy with the museum, and it's basically it's called the Treasures Collection, down by my brother, my late brother Michael. It's 200 some pieces, and we want to have it here. And I think it would be great because Monaco is very special for us. But what you will find in the museum will be artifacts of different family members and things that are dear to us. We want to make it special. I call it a showmuseum, but because we like to give show, we like to entertain, and we like to give that wow factor. We have our whole life story on canvas from the beginning to Michael's passing and all in between, all the years. So we want to display some of that stuff as well.
I think it makes perfect sense. They got the Michael Jackson movie drop. What are you laughing about, Claudia?
Because I didn't hear anything he said. He looks like he's on a green screen, and he has green makeup on his hair, and his hair just disappeared into the background. You notice, like I say, about why I can't deal with a man with Beijing is you got to have all black pillowcases. You see what he had on? Black turtleneck, black scarf. Listen, that house got debris, just paint and dye all over the place. Like I could not pay attention to what my ADHD would not let me pay attention to what he was saying because the visual was just so nuts. What was he saying?
He would have a white leather couch looking like fingerprint paper.
Oh my gosh. Dang.
With the bingo stamp.
Yeah, well, we got the Michael Jackson movie coming out next year. It makes sense that we would have a museum. Like we don't have like a Graceland or an Ainsley Park or Paisley Park. So like, yeah, I feel like we need that for Michael.
Yeah, I mean, I would go check it out. I'm still a huge Michael Jackson fan. I wish he faked his death. You know what I mean? So I would have loved to have met Michael Jackson. Aside from Michael Jackson, what other Jackson would you like to see a biopic on?
LaToya.
Interesting. Why is that?
I did Celebrity Apprentice with her, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I just think she's just interesting. Like she was the black sheep of the family. So those be the ones that have like the stories. And I just feel like she got a lot of stories. And I think she would really spill it and tell it. You know what I mean? But yeah, I'm just interested in like what happened. Like how did you get on the outs? And like, you know, like, I don't know. I just want to know.
Justin Harris said he looked like my auntie.
He does. I'm like, who's he look like? He looked like a little bit like Anita Baker, just a little bit.
Oh,
with
wow.
with that little like pointed up dude.
Yeah. Caught up in the rapture of Beijing. Okay.
That is crazy.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Well, listen, we're gonna go to break while we gather ourselves. But when we come back, Claudia gonna have her apron because she about to cook. Stir it up. We'll see y'all in 2 minutes.
Welcome back. All right, y'all. It's time for another Let's Claudia Cook. All right, y'all. Remember last February when former NBA baller, rapper, LiAngelo Ball allegedly.
It was that was the appetizer right there.
Like, I'm sick of this. Allegedly ditched Miss Nikki Baby and their 2 kids for his new girl, Rashida Nicole, and then he got her pregnant and married her. Well, surprise, surprise, Rashida Nicole is having a slice of I told you so pie after publicly clowning Miss Nikki Baby. Now, because Rashida posted on IG that LiAngelo swerves, hit that corner, and left her during her pregnancy to be with another woman, and now they're heading for divorce.
Whoa.
Well, now she's publicly apologizing to Miss Nikki Baby in hopes to move forward positively for their kids. Now, Miss Nikki, I wouldn't have done this, accepted and agreed. And P.S., oh boy, already has a new girl. All right, y'all. This is how I feel about it. Ladies, do not gloat when your man, when you get with the new man that left his woman, who left this woman for you, because everybody thinks they're so different than the woman before. Oh, it's different with me. It's different with me. It's not. They are who they are. With the old girl, the new girl, the girl after you. And the way he did this last girl is exactly how he's going to do you. And you should never gloat about that, because that's going to be you. It is going to be you. It is you. And marriages, what's the divorce rate? Over 50%? I hate when I see women like, oh, he got with a real woman now. Now, I had to check my father's wife one time because she got on the internet talking crazy about my mom because, whatever, even though there was like 40 years in between. And she was like, well, maybe he wasn't happy or she could have. I was like, oh, hold up, bitch. Hold up. It ain't about you, Linda. It ain't about you. Like, don't feel like it's all about you. The man is the man. He's going to be the man regardless. And you're not special. You're not a unicorn. There's not stardust coming out of your coochie that's different than the last girl. He is who he is. And I need women to stop being mad and being shady to women and think about the man you're with. Blame the person that made vows to you. Blame the person that's supposed to have loyalty to you. Don't blame the woman before you and gloat like, oh, I got a catch. Because look at you now. You looking foolish. I am glad that she stood up and she apologized, but it's a little bit like, y'all didn't have to go through all this and you put Miss Nikki through all that stress right after she had that second baby. And I think that wasn't cool. And now look at him. Like Jay-Z, he is on to the next. And this new girl, he gonna leave you too and go on to the next. That's just who he is as a person. He can't stick with anything. He's a basketball player. Now he's a rapper, allegedly. Who knows what he's gonna be doing next? So ladies, do not gloat because your spot could be temporary and most likely it is. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I think. What y'all think about that? That's rude, ain't it?
It is wild. What do they say? The way you found them is the way they're going to leave you or something like that? What's that?
The way you got them is how you going to lose them, I believe was the statement. How you got them.
Rashida and LiAngelo married in March, but he filed for divorce in July due to irreconcilable differences.
That is crazy.
And then he wanted a last-minute name change for their daughter because it was too close to the new girlfriend's name. So the new girl's name was like close to what they were going to name their daughter that was just born. And he was blocked from the delivery room by Rashida, his wife, because she thought he was going to be one of them Instagram daddies that we all know out there that take the picture and they be, oh, such a good dad. And then they leave and you don't see them for 2 months. So I don't know. I think that's kind of raggedy.
Wow. Yeah, but also too, you gotta pick better partners too that you vet to duplicate yourself with as well. Because especially when you see like a pattern, right? Like, because I think one of those ladies was like the ex of another basketball player, and I understand the circle sometimes you run in is gonna be the circle you run in, but when you see somebody being a human rebound, there might be a pattern of behavior on both sides. Like, obviously, this guy is young with money, power, and influence and things like that. So you're going to shoot your gun at whatever opportunity comes your way, but you also got to look at the people you give those opportunities to, because they gonna survive by any means too.
I feel like the missing thing here, and this is out here for like men, this is for women, and particularly for Rashida in this case, is like there's a timing scenario that makes some of these things okay. Like, and the timing where it's not okay is when the last girl is pregnant. That means the windows are too close. The windows are too close because now you are the ex and you are pregnant. Like what kind of quality life? I mean, you can get it all back together, but now he's making you look ridiculous.
I would never get with a guy that had a newborn. Never. Because like you just left that woman. And listen, pillow talk, there's a whole bunch of conversations. Oh, I'd never do you like that. I love you. We're gonna get no.
Is there a mile marker age that is acceptable though? Like, all right, newborn, okay, 2 fresh, toddler,
Yep.
3,
Yeah.
3 years old?
30.
4? 30?
30?
30.
That's pretty significant. That's pretty
30. Get away from me.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. Well, moving on to somebody else who's got problems. Hey guys, have you ever broken into a liquor store? Have you ever then trashed the place, had a little too many yourself, and then found yourself passed out in the bathroom? I mean,
Never.
who hasn't, right?
Never in life.
No, not lately.
You haven't done that? Okay, me neither. But that is exactly what happened to a raccoon over the weekend. A raccoon got drunk in a store. We've got a photo of him laid out here. I think a virgin. Oh, look at him!
Oh wow, yeah. He's
Look at
laid
him
out.
climbing around over there on the right. Drunk raccoon seen rummaging. Oh. Okay, so a Virginia liquor store was closed for Thanksgiving break, and when employees clocked in on Saturday, they found a bunch of broken liquor bottles, and the boozy masked bandit, full of scotch, was plastered out there on the bathroom floor. Luckily for this party trash panda, there were no signs of injury other than definitely he was hungover. Animal control gave the raccoon a sober ride home, and then he was released into the wild. Have you guys been found like this? I might have been found like this before. Would you be more scared of drunk raccoon, or cocaine bear?
Definitely cocaine bear.
Cocaine bear, yeah, because that's a lot of energy.
Power. Like regular uncocaine bear is dangerous. So like when you
Sober
bear up, it's like it's going after everybody.
Yeah.
I've definitely been next to the toilet, but I usually make it to the room. Like I'll be there for a minute. I remember one time I threw up, my diamond chain fell off. Was it in the toilet? Right under the toilet. It was bad. It was bad. It was back in the day in Vegas. Now I can like barely drink Moscato. I'm like a little punk now.
You in lightweight status? You have downgraded from Viking party to the edge of death to like Viking? I mean, like
2 glasses of Moscato. I'm like, oh my God, someone might get. I'm tipsy.
Oh my God, you guys.
Oh wow, I'm so drunk. Mating call.
Yeah, the pheromones are released. Yeah. The only drink that does like a karate dance on my brain like that is wine. I remember like the last time I got like really smacked around, I went to one of them painting sips, and I pretty much destroyed that whole bottle Dolo, and and I made it home, drove very cautiously, and then passed out on the beanbag in the middle of the living room, like and was found the next morning.
Yeah. I have definitely I've been HK, I've been Claudia, I've been the raccoon in this scenario. I have taken it too far too many times. And I would just ask, if you ever catch me, let's keep this between us. Let's keep the phones away.
So Tanner, you were like, oh my God, I'm so drunk. Were you like that too?
No. I play it off, and then I'll be like, I love working with you guys. Y'all are so nice. I tell people my feelings. I tell everyone that I love them when I get drunk.
Oh, that's so cute.
Yeah.
I'm like that on Hennessy.
Yeah. Okay. Well, while we keep in mind that anything can happen, we're gonna take a quick 2-minute break. When we come back, we got the question of the day. I'm gonna get in the chat. See y'all in 2.
Welcome back to Side Dish. It's time for that QOTD, that question of the day. So check it out, man. You scrolling in peace, minding your business. When Instagram model India Love pops up, would it take strong enough to shake the whole comment section? Now, she says girls who grew up without a father make good girlfriends because that lack of a man in their lives affects how they'll treat a man in a relationship. And just like that, the internet went up in flames. And I phrased that wrong. They said girls who grew up without a father don't make good girlfriends. Let me correct that. Now, people are debating, defending, disagreeing, and diagnosing. So the question is, does growing up without a father impact whether a woman will or won't make a good partner?
Oh, so vague. I will say I had my father around until I was about 10, and then he left. Well, he got divorced. I didn't see him that much. It made me want to be an overachiever, and it made me want to get male reassurance and acceptance. I was always looking for their validation. Like my track coaches, I'd be like extra, like working out extra hard at practice. Did I do good? Was that okay? I was looking for that. So maybe that would be annoying to some men. I don't know.
It's tricky, I think, and I am not a psychologist. I'm not a Dr. Cheyenne Bryant. I think some people refer to that as the father wound. And it's that idea of like seeking approval. I do think that, and there's any number of ways that a person can come out wonderful. And I think any combination of parents, 2, 1, however you mix it up, I think any loving home can raise an absolutely wonderful person. I think that sometimes fathers might model the relationship for young girls. You know what I'm saying? Like the way that the way that dad treats mom is modeled as the acceptable relationship in a child's eyes. And so if there is no dad, if there is no man or perhaps partner at all to model what an acceptable relationship is, then that person might have to figure that out the hard way moving through life. And I could see where that might make relationships a little more conflict intensive.
Well, I am a doctor and I need to flex that a little bit more. The thing is, everybody's compass is different. I've grew up in a way under a I don't want to say a conservatorship, but based off of my parents' decisions, I should be in prison. But my moral compass operated a little differently to where okay, that's what I shouldn't do. And everybody picks up on game differently. Sometimes your lack of will pour everything into you that you need or think something should look like. You know what I mean? And I've seen it both ways. I've seen it to where whoa, you live in a single parent home. We running wild over here. And then I've seen some situations where the same thing. You have both parents and you're still running wild. So there's nothing to really predicate what's going to make a good long-term girlfriend, boyfriend, spouse, or anything in between based off of the lack of a male figure in the house. You know what I mean? It's the ball's in your court. You would think preachers' kids would be the safe ones.
Yeah, exactly. I don't like these absolute statements because I feel like not having my dad around so much makes me want to be a really good partner. I really because I had a lack of that, I want to provide a good partnership. I want to provide, stability to someone. So my brother became an excellent overachiever father. He's super dad to, my nieces. So I these general, vague kind of blanket statements, like you said earlier, Headkrack, I'm not really for them either because it depends on the person. And again, I remember a friend I grew up with, mom and dad in the home, and her father was at all the track meets. She became one of the biggest whores in my school.
Yeah.
I was a virgin to damn near college. So, you know what I'm saying? You don't know.
You never know. It is so crazy. You never know what is going to make one person pop and make the other person pop it. You know what I'm saying? It's such an interesting thing. I wonder what the chat thinks. Kaylee Girl, LA Jason, my parents separated when I was 6. I saw my dad sporadically. He was there. Lauren, 1987. I know women who grew up without a father and they are wonderful at parenting. And then Lauren said, I grew up with a father. My parents were together for over 60 years. So it's all over. It's all over the board.
Well, Callie Stackins said something very, it's not on the funny side, but it's real. Not having a father in your house is better than having a father that's violent.
Fact.
And yeah, sometimes, whatever that cancer is in the house that needs to be removed, whether it's, parent A or parent B, sometimes, those people that we think add the most value to us do the most harm. You know what I mean? So if you in a toxic or poisonous home environment, hell yeah, you better off without one of them.
Yeah.
Get them up out of here if they're not serving you.
Yeah.
Nice.
Word to Mommy Dearest.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, that's a great movie. I should watch that again.
See,
hangers.
Now, Batty Boy hit us with the next one. He says, now my question, do men make horrible husbands if their mother or without their mother being present? Now that would be a whole other debate.
Yeah.
It depends on the leadership. I think most people get their nurturing skills from their mom. I told somebody the other day, the only people I'm jealous of is the people that still got their mother.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only time I'd be like, man, I wish I had that. You know what I'm saying? Because, you miss that hug.
Mothers love differently.
Yeah, it's way different. Let's go to break before I cry.
Aww.
We'll be back with we got some crime to solve and some love to give, but we're also going to solve the crime. We'll see you guys in 2 minutes.
Aw, Tanner.
I'm a ghost. I died, y'all. I can't see myself. Can you hear me?
Oh, no. Bring him back.
I went to go hug my mom. It's time for everybody's favorite game.
Oh, my God.
You almost start clapping like it's your band. Bring you back.
Nice.
Is he back? Oh, man.
Oh, the Canadian bacon took him out.
I'll let my spirit guide us. When a Tesla drive turns into Grand Theft Auto, Florida man strikes again, and this time it's a 26-year-old who took a Tesla for a spin, never bought it back, and then tried to destroy it.
So get this, Tanner and Ghost. He drove it straight home and parked it in the front like it was his. But when Tesla tracked it down, it was in shambles. Rearview mirror smashed, sun visor barely hanging on.
Oh, dang. And then the fender flares were ripped off with a pair of men's underwear stuffed inside. Sir, how did your drawers end up in the bodywork?
Oh, we need that backstory. He did more damage to that Cybertruck than Dirty Mike and the boys did in the Prius and the other guys. You got to click that for a fun reference. I'm in the afterlife, guys.
Oh, wow. All right. And the Cybertruck footage even caught him doing some of the damage. Now he's facing Grand Theft Auto and criminal mischief charges. All right, y'all. Whose cousin is it?
Stealing a Cybertruck. He's 26 and he's from Florida. You already know it's my cousin.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
He parked it in front like it was his. Okay, so I did have a friend that carjacked a car in his building in Cleveland, and then continued to park in the same parking lot, but just went to a higher floor, and that was one of our cousins.
That's okay.
So this is kind of like doing that. He took a car and they parked it right in front of his crib, and right, he's acting
That's
like
wild. It is wild to steal a car and park it in the front yard or leave it in like the lawn or whatever.
But why?
We got a lot of votes for my cousin. Someone's talking about HK is the ghost of Christmas present. HK got raptured. Tanner's cousin all day. Yeah, it does feel like it could be my cousin.
Yep. Hey guys.
It does. Oh wow.
There he is. He's back.
I'm at the crossroads.
It does look like that.
I went to the other side. I know the answer to this story, but I can't
You
tell
got all
you.
the answers, right? On the other
Come
side?
back.
I can't tell. I could either tell you whose cousin did it, or I can give you the lotto numbers. Which one y'all want?
Oh, we need
we'll
the
take
lotto.
Lotto.
Fair enough. So who you going with?
See, it screams Tanner's cousin out the game. Okay, Cybertruck, 26 years old, Florida, underwear in the bodywork. That's some. Sorry, Tanner, that's some white boy shit right there. Like, you know what I mean? Like, why? But I have a black friend named Lamont that carjacks someone in his own building in Cleveland and parked it in the same place. Like, I don't know. I'm gonna go Lamont.
You gonna go Lamont? Lamont cousin. Fair enough. Lamonte, if you're nasty.
Oh, Lamont.
Yo, the Cybertruck though. Yeah, I feel like that is our work. Cause you know,
we're not buying that, but we'll steal one.
Yo, not since Fox had that show America's Wildest Police Chases have I seen one of Tanner's cousins hop out the whip. You know, and maybe I've lived in Atlanta too long, so crime usually skews in one direction, right? So I feel like it is probably me and Claudia's half cousin.
I'm gonna hold on. Florida is where the wild white people are, and you just never know about us in Florida. And so I'm gonna stick with Florida.
Okay,
I'm gonna see what's going up there. Yeah,
we have an obligation to do from the other side right now. Move that van.
Let's see.
Let's go. Oh, that's other.
Richelle Valdivia.
Okay. Other cousin.
Yeah, but the cut is he's got a black daddy, a Hispanic mama.
Yeah. He either go to the black barbershop or to the Dominicans.
Yeah.
But we gotta going by America's racist one drop rule. We are going to have to take that as a win as one of our cousins.
We're gonna round him up.
We're bringing out the one drop rule and whose cousin on side dish about a stolen Cybertruck.
Anything to improve the stats.
Whatever we can do to win.
Yeah, by any means necessary. Word of mouth.
That's wild.
Yo, man, shout out to everybody in the chat. Yo, man, I hope y'all celebrating 48-hour Friday to the max. Whatever the number of likes we had yesterday, let's beat that. It literally takes no time, energy, and effort to like click that little thumb button, the one that's pointing in the upwards direction, not the downwards, upwards. Let's get it up. Let's beat the last high score.
Oh, please, let's get it up. Please do it for me.
Guys, do it for Claudia. She cooked tonight. I liked her story. She had some crab legs and corn on the cob and potatoes going in a big old tray. Claudia is always cooking.
I'm wife material. I just can't find someone that I like.
Oh,
it's those daddy issues. It's those daddy issues.
Oh no! If there are any daddies out there,
your prince will come.
Slide into Claudia's